Bill has made landfall at 11:45 a.m. It crossed Matagorda Island.
Welcome back to our continuous coverage of Tropical Storm Bill.
We've been on the air now for more than 13 hours, bringing you very latest information on exactly of the storm's track here.
And that live team coverage continuing right now with our Eyewitness News crews fanned out from Matagorda County to Galveston.
Yeah, but we begin with Chief Meteorologist Tim Heller. Let's go to Tim right now. Tim, what is happening now?
Well, Art and Mel, for the first time since Hurricane Ike 7 years ago, Southeast Texas gets hit with a tropical weather system. Not nearly as strong in terms of the wind and the surge as Hurricane Ike, but the rainfall very intense, and that may be the signature for this particular storm. Some parts of Houston not getting as much rain as other parts of the city, say the east side of town, but it's these bands of heavy rain that have been rolling in from the southeast, moving to the northwest, all spinning around the low pressure, which is still sitting just west of Matagorda Bay and has slowed down, and that presents a problem for us as we go into the overnight. We already have a flash flood warning in effect for Matagorda County. 2 to 3 inches of rain already fallen in this area, and you can see it's still raining with the bands of heavy rain still continuing to stream in from the Gulf of Mexico, so the numbers will continue to add up there. Folks should not be traveling along 60 here between Matagorda and Bay City. As the heavy rain's coming down, you may run into some spots on the road there that are impassable. North of there into Wharton County, some heavy rain up the coast into Galveston. Light rain right now falling in Galveston. Some bursts of heavier rain out over Brazoria County and up across Harris County. Right now, relatively quiet downtown. Some moderate rainfall, though, just outside of the North Beltway, up into the Woodlands, and again, moving to the north. This is the cause of all the problems. This is Tropical Storm Bill. But again, the center of the storm is still sitting out here to the southwest of Houston, right in here. But look at this fetch of moisture stretching all the way into the Gulf of Mexico. A couple of problems with the storm. There's a lot of moisture that has yet to stream northward. The area of low pressure not that far away from us and still shifting off to the north very slowly here, only moving at 9 miles per hour. The slow movement and the fact that we're going into the overnight hours with this circulation, a time at which tropical weather systems tend to cool and then dump even heavier rainfall, we think presents a problem for us as we go into the overnight. The track slowing down as it moves off to the north by tonight at 1 a.m. or really tomorrow morning at 1 a.m. It'll still be just west of Houston. By this time tomorrow, should be up here in central Texas and gradually weakening. And that's the track that the heavy rain will take. So this is not going to be an Allison event where the storm gets stuck or even turns around and comes back. This should move out. But with all that moisture still sitting in the Gulf, still having to lift off to the north, that rainfall will be heavy overnight. So what can you expect? Very heavy rain overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. More downpours possible during the day tomorrow, although the rain will become a little bit more scattered. It's really the overnight event we're most concerned about. 6 to 8 inches of rain still likely for most areas. That's a rain total. Some of you have already had about 2 to 3 inches of rain so far. So again, 6 to 8 likely for most of us. But this is probably going to verify in more than one spot. Over 10 inches possible with a lot of that falling while people sleep tonight. So it's possible tomorrow morning some folks could wake up to some water in the streets. Hopefully not, but there could also be some water into the homes depending on exactly where that band of heavy rain falls. Coming up in a moment, we'll break it down for you using future tracks, show you how this big plume of moisture rains out over southeast Texas overnight, and we'll show you where the heaviest rain is likely to fall. That's all coming up.
All right, Tim, thank you. We will be on high alert. Thank you so much.
Certainly will. And person who's just been hit hard most of the day, Kevin Quinn in Matagorda area. Kevin, right there on the coastline, we saw those strong winds that were hitting you much earlier. Still much of the same?
Yeah, it's been intense here for the last 2 hours or so, Art. Though the weather has really come in waves, I can tell you it's picking up once again. I want to step out of the way, have Matt wipe off the lens for a second here to show you how just east Matagorda Bay here is lapping up still off the side of FM 2031. That water actually was over the roadway here earlier today, and authorities worried about having to shut this road down, that it was, they thought, going to be becoming impassable. It never really did, though. The water has since receded. Let me walk a little bit this way and give you a better perspective. You can see the white caps there just on the bay as this storm, Tropical Storm Bill, continues to whip inland. As we go down this way in toward Matagorda, this is northbound, okay? So the storms itself is going northwest as it comes ashore, and so it's blowing into all of these properties behind me here to my right, and you can see the palm trees here resulting as they sway in the wind there. Right behind these properties is the Colorado River, and so you have that to contend with certainly that is a factor in all of this. So much water on both sides. You've got the bay on one and the Colorado River on the other. Authorities out here have told us repeatedly throughout the course of talking to them today, they're surprised that there has been not been more trouble. They have had no reports of injuries, no reports of significant damage out here. I can tell you it's not pleasant to be out in by any means. As the wind picks up, the rain hits you and it feels just like pinpricks as it does. It's not anything you want to be out in unless you have to be. Again, they're cautioning everyone to stay off the roadways throughout the rest of the day today and into tomorrow as this storm continues to come ashore. This is just one more intense round of these waves of Tropical Storm Bill that are going to be coming in through the rest of the night. For now, reporting live in Matagorda County, Kevin Quinn, 13 Eyewitness News.
What a mess out there, Kevin. Man, that wind is blowing and a lot of rain as well. Clearly, the streets already flooded to some degree.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we appreciate Kevin and his photographer braving it so that they can let us know exactly what to expect there. We want to head down now to